The Learn English Classroom presents Where I Live, Module 1, Lesson 4. Thank you for joining me today. Today we will talk about where we live. I live in a house. It's a small house. It has 2 bedrooms. It's in a small village in Malaysia. A village is called a kampung in Malaysia's language. We use words called adjectives, like big or small, to describe a noun. A house is a thing, so a house is a noun. The adjective comes before the noun. It is a small house. Small is the adjective. Small describes the noun house. Now look at the bottom picture. It is a very big house. What word describes house? You're right, it's big. Now let's look closer. When we say this is a very big house, house is the noun, big is an adjective that describes the noun house, and very is an adverb that describes the adjective big. Adverbs also describe verbs, like in the sentence, he quickly runs across the screen. Run is an action, so it is the verb. The adverb quickly describes how he runs. So quickly describes the verb run. Now you know how adjectives and adverbs describe nouns and verbs in sentences. These sentences make English more descriptive. Now let's talk about some places that we can live. What's the difference between an apartment or flat and a condominium? An apartment is a home, usually on several different levels. The people share common areas like hallways, stairs, or parking lots. In an apartment or flat, the shared areas are maintained by the building owner. The work done by the owner is part of the monthly rent that you pay. So apartments may not have as nice of common areas like a condo. A condominium, or condo for short, may have extra things like a pool, playground, or covered parking. The condo owners may rent or own their units, but both renters and owners pay extra monthly dues or money for the common areas. Usually flats and apartments are smaller than condos, making the flats more affordable. And as a side note, apartments are usually called apartments in the US, United States, and flats are more common in Europe or England with British English. Pause the video and try to fill in the blanks with the new vocabulary about apartments, flats, and condominiums. You can write condo for short. Make sure to look for clue words like a or an. Remember, the word an goes in front of a word that starts with a vowel a, e, I, o, or u. Now listen to the sentences. Number 1, I live in an apartment in Dubai. It's a big apartment with 4 bedrooms. Number 2, I have a condo near Naples. Naples is a city in Florida, USA. The community has a big pool and playground area. Number 3, I have a flat in Paris. It's a very small It is very small, only one bedroom. Look at number 1 again. See the article an? It comes before the noun apartment because the apartment starts with a vowel A. But in the next sentence, it says it's a big apartment. We use the article a because the word following a, which is big, starts with a consonant B. Pause the video. Pretend that you live in this place. I want you to use the architect's drawing to talk about where you live. Start your sentence with, I live in. Did you talk about where you live? Here's some example sentences. Yours might be different, but here's some examples. I live in a house. It is a small house. There are 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. It has a large living room with a fireplace, a kitchen, and a big garage. So, how did you do? Pause the video again. Use the words in the text to make sentences about the pictures. This is a little more challenging because I didn't give you starter prompts, but make up any sentences that you want. Let's practice. Here are some example sentences. I live in a small apartment. She lives in a big condo. That is a small blue car. The big condo has 3 windows. I live in that tall building over there. So you can use any words that you want, but this is a good time to practice. And it helps you understand the patterns and how we organize words in sentences. This is a listening exercise. I want you to listen while I read this paragraph and look at the 2 pictures and guess which picture I'm talking about. I live in Seoul and I study there too. I live in a small apartment. It has 1 bedroom and 1 bath. There are 3 big windows in the living room. I am on the 5th floor. Did you guess the picture? Let's review. Do you remember the pronouns? I, he, she, it, we, they, and you. The pronouns are either singular or plural. I am 1 person, so I am singular. He is 1 person, so he is singular. She is 1 person, so she is singular. It is 1 thing, so it is singular. We, you and I, are 2 people, so we are plural. They are 2 or more people, so they are plural. You can be singular, 1 person, you are my student, or a room full of people. You viewers must subscribe to my channel. The be verbs are also singular or plural. I is special, so I uses its own verb am. I am your teacher. He, she, and it uses is. We, they, and you are more than 1, so we use the plural verb are. Even if you speak to 1 person, you still use the verb are. You are my student. I want you to pause the video and write the plural forms of the nouns. And then I want you to fill in the blanks with appropriate words for any word that you can think of that should be in the sentence. Like number one, we are from what? We are from Malaysia, or we are from the United States. These are the words that we used in the video. If you do not know the vocabulary, go back through the video to check the context clues for meaning. Then write the words in your own language and also write a sentence using the word. The words are house, apartment, flat, condominium, big, small, windows, architect, drawing. Pause the video and try and spell these words correctly. Thank you for visiting the Learn English classroom. I really appreciate your support and hope that you subscribe to this channel so that you don't miss any future videos. Also, please leave me a comment in the channel community in YouTube and leave me any questions that you have about these videos. As always, there is a free worksheet in the description box below.